Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. It is another wonderful day in paradise, I think. There's this movie that always I need my good morning catchphrase. Oh my god, this time I actually slept. I swear to god, like if we talk about problems, my problems have been not being able to sleep. The only problem is that when I sleep my actual 8 hours, I feel more sleepy and I want to sleep more. So yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another wonderful day and blessed day here on Earth. God. Okay. So I hope everyone's day is going well, and if it's not, it will get better. Just hang in there. We got this. We're like the most resilient group of people out of the entire planet. Like I swear to God, if you're in crypto, you're one of the most resilient people I have ever met. All of us, the degens, as they call us, degens. So yes, it's a really good morning, and I'm very happy about all the problems that I had yesterday. So let's get started with problems, problems, problems. As always, we talk problems, present, and we talk about future things. So yeah. So yesterday, sorry, yesterday, actually, I was able to solve a lot of problems, and yeah, it took quite a while, to be honest, to do them. And I was very happy in the end because I needed to finish a lot of stuff. We're trying to finish everything for the project so we can do presentations for ICP, and it was a lot of fun. I liked it. But yeah, that was I don't know what the heck happened. Like I okay, let's talk about coding. So first of all, for whatever reason, on one of the projects, I didn't start from scratch. I basically, like the first project I started on, I didn't start from scratch. I was using some sort of repository that had help for backend, front end code. And yeah, I don't know why. Like when I will connect a wallet, sometimes it will give me an error of connection to the wallet, which is kind of strange. And for whatever reason, which I'm still trying to figure it out. Whew, um, I had a what is this called? Yeah, like my computer will get really hot. I was like, what the heck's going on? And I did a restart and everything, and it was still getting hot. And I worry, because my equipment can get very hot. Because if it gets very hot, then we have an issue, right? And we have an issue because I can lose my equipment due to it being hot every single day and hour. So that can't be right. So I decided to do a shutdown and check some stuff, and finally it was working well. So that's a good thing. So after that, I got to coding, and yeah, I um I fixed some stuff for the front end and tried to fix as much as I could. But I was still getting some sort of error. The good thing is that at one point it fixed itself somehow. I don't know what the heck happened. Maybe it had to do with my cookies in my computer or my catcher. My catch. I don't know how you call it. So maybe that was the issue. I'm not entirely sure. The thing is that it worked. So with that finalized, I pushed it up to the repo, and yeah, we used that for the project. I think today one of the members is actually exposing it in real life, so it's gonna be cool. But yeah, after that, we had to make a video, and I was having now issues with my microphone, with my video camera. Like I don't know what the heck. Like yesterday was just so hectic. Like seriously, it was very hectic. Um. So yeah. Other than that other problems. I was looking at the governance again, and I think I'm about to finalize. To be honest, so hopefully this week. And I realized something, and that is that in order for me to release governance, I have to release raw, and in order for me to release raw, I have to let everybody know that I'm gonna take an image. So because it's gonna be airdropped. Sorry, oh my god, I'm dying. That was the biggest yawn ever. So I'm thinking that I will probably airdrop the token by the end of this month, and that we will have all of these contracts deployed by the end of the month as well, right after Raw launches. Because the thing is, like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I'm not sure about releasing Raw uh prior to that. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not really sure if we should release Ra 2.0 before. Um, I'm thinking like August 8th, right? August 8th should be the day, because the thing is, like, we can make a good marketing about this, right? This is what I'm thinking. If I mention problems regarding like marketing and stuff, that's a big problem, because I feel like we can get a little bit more exposure maybe by saying, hey, we're going to airdrop, like RA 2.0, to see if we can get some attention from the public, the fact that we're launching the second version. And I think August 8th gives us like a good amount of time so that we can release that token, right? And it also gives me more time to test the contracts so that we're good to go. So I think August 8th is a good day. By the way, if I yawn, I'm so sorry. It's not that I'm bored. It's like literally, this is why, I guess, I don't know. There's just something with my body where if I sleep 8 hours, I get very sleepy. If I don't sleep 8 hours, I don't get sleepy. I don't know. It's just weird. So yeah, I think August 8th will be the day when we launch Raw. Is what I'm thinking. The 2.0, and then right after, probably within the same week or within the same couple days, we're going to be releasing the other contracts, which is the lending, the MOs, and yeah, I think I'm going to be doing that all right after August 8th. So I'm going to start talking with Lena, creating marketing for that, so that we can start releasing all the goodies, right? Um, Other than that, I think we can start. I'm gonna start to think about a kickoff event where maybe we have an invite contest and you also get some bra. So I have to think about all of this, right? Um, I don't know. It's just it's very 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 um how they say, it's very tedious, because I have to make sure that this is right. I have to make sure that the date is correct. So I'm thinking I'm really skewing heavily towards August 8th. Um, so yeah, I will make an announcement for sure though about the actual date, but I think August 8th should be fine. So aside from that, we do need to expand Ra into other chains. We have allocated Ra to expand into Eclipse, into Scale, into Base, Solana, but we have to reevaluate that. So throughout the month, I'm going to reevaluate, because the thing is, like, right after we launch RA 2.0, right, we have then to evaluate when we're going to launch the next token, right, on which chain, so that we prepare the allocation for liquidity, because we're going to do an initial sale of Ra at 0.56, because that's how Ra always is always done as an IDO on a chain. We do it at 0.56 cents, and we just let the market decide up to how much is going to be pumped, right? Another thing is that I know many people have been saying about, like, oh, you know what, we can leave this for future. Right now we are problems. So yeah, I'm looking at those problems basically, okay? And I'm not I'm always thinking about this, and you're probably gonna hear about it almost every single day, but that's just how my brain works. Like, I need to make sure that I have this problem in my head and that I correct it as much as I can to the point where it's perfect, right? So for example, I'm saying like, oh yeah, Uniting August 8th, It'll be a good day. Why am I saying that? Why are you choosing August 8th out of all the days? Because it's about a month from now basically, and it gives us a lot of time to do stuff with a buffer. So usually in my end when I do stuff, I try to do within 3 weeks with a buffer for marketing and stuff, right? If we talk about development, I really don't care too much about time. I should, but I don't care because I know in the end, if we make something really good, it will 10 times the marketing and faith in the project. So that's how I think about it. Like, for example, if we think about another game that has had issues, has been, for example, Cyberpunk 2077, right? I was really looking for that. It was a really cool game to start, but they kind of didn't take their time, right? And so if we look at Stellargate, I don't want the same thing to happen to Stellargate, right? And mind you, we don't have the budget that CD Projekt wrecked. I love CD Projekt Red has. So I have to make sure that when we release something, it's with as little bugs as possible. If we release for testing, it's fine, right? That's not a problem. But when we're talking about contracts, who's gonna test the contracts? Like nobody, right? So I have to test it, and that's the reason maybe at one point I'm gonna start making the AI do the testing for me, because I think is the best way to do this kind of stuff for the contracts, right? Because otherwise, the only people who really do testing for contracts are developers, because you need a specific token that can only be attained if you do some stuff. And a regular user, ain't nobody got time for that. They're not gonna do that. So unless I make bounties, that is possible that I can put bounties if you test a couple of features. But I feel like I need an automatic interface for that, for bounties, right? So that it makes my life easier, and it makes everyone's lives easier, right? So I'm looking heavily to automate. I'm looking heavily to do a lot of stuff for me, so that it is more. I will say that it goes more smoothly, and it's nice, right? So all of these things are in my mind, at least in regards to problems that I'm trying to solve on my end. So, anyways, let's go to the present, present. So I finished with the project, and the other project is basically, I don't know. I'm waiting for them to see what they say. I think it's a cool project, and there could be funding for that. And again, remember, if there's funding for that, basically for Stellar Gate. So I'm there. I'm there. We do have one project, and actually, this one is very, very Stellar Gate, because it's actually what I call Nina, which is supposed to be the sister of Lena. And with this project that I'm working on is literally for ICP, so that we can get some funds. And if we get these funds, we can do stuff for Stellargate. So and in the end, the project itself is also for Stellargate, because we're basically doing a controller which you can manage all your assets across different chains. So yeah, that's the project that I'm gonna be working now for ICP. And like I said, even though I may finish the contracts, let's say this week, for government and lending, we're still going to hold off the launch of those until right after Rise launched, and I'm skewing towards August 8th, but it's not concrete when we're going to launch Ra 2.0. Okay, it's not gonna be more than 2 months though. That will be way too much. I'm thinking if it's not August 8th, maybe one more week, right? So maybe August, what would that be? August 15th, right? August 15th. Um, and if I really do think that we do need a little bit more time, it might be maybe one more week. But I don't think more than 2 months. Yeah, not gonna happen. So once that's done, I should have all the infrastructure ready on the blockchain side, on BSC. So if I do have everything done on BSC, that means all AVM chains are basically done, right? At that point with infrastructure and blockchain, we can start finally having the mini battles, right? I contact the Amazon rep actually, because I wanted to see if they can help us with a little funding on the server side, and I missed the call. I didn't know it was him, because I thought it was a spam call. So I'm gonna have to reschedule with that rep and be like, hey, please, sir, be kind. I thought it was a spam call. Call us again. We did get a coupon for 300 bucks, but yeah, that ain't gonna work. We need a little bit more. So hopefully it goes well. I'm gonna explain them, everything that I'm looking at to do with Stargate, and hopefully we get a little bit more credits towards the servers so that they can run themselves for quite a while. While we do all our testing and main shenanigans. So thus far the server is really good. Actually, I really like it. It's pretty fast, and yeah, it's really nice. I wish we had something more decentralized for servers, and I did find a couple of them, but they look very shady and sketchy. So we're not going to be signing up for sketchy, shady server providers. So yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But I hope at one point this is um, that something good happens, right? If somebody does provide services for servers in crypto, that is legit. No shady, scammy, sketchy things. But meanwhile, we're waiting for that. I guess Amazon Web Services works for now. So yeah, so basically, I'm working on that, working on the contract as always, trying to minimize the exploits, working on Lena for sure, working on Nina, and I think that's the present. Right now, we can move forward towards the future. So future, immediate future, of course, like I mentioned, government, Lena, what else? Um, I think after that, obviously lending, lending has to be worked. I'm still fine tuning Lena on the background to make sure that she helps me with the coding much faster. So that's good. That's very good. And then learning more about AA products because I know there's new ones that have come up. So I always have to be on the lookout for like the newest AI products to make my life easier. And if it makes my life easier, that means that the game can be completed quicker, the infrastructure can be completed quicker. So yeah, I'm looking into that. One of the things that I was looking, I would say maybe a couple weeks ago, was into infrastructure for multiplayer. But like, I just, the only way that I can see Stellargate having, how do you say this, like a crypto enhanced multiplayer is that I make my own infrastructure, because there's no infrastructure right now for multiplayer that will sustain some sort of crypto fusion with like real time. So I just don't see that. I don't know of any service that does that. If you know, please share, because I really do not know. All the services that I know and that I work with for multiplayer are all about real time. There's no mention of crypto whatsoever. So there are SDKs for using crypto on, let's say, Unity, or what is the other one called? Unreal. But this is not like this infrastructure is like, yeah, it's literally to do the calls to the chain. It's like, so you can say, hey, when someone's gonna do a transaction, use the wallet, press OK, and you're good to go, right? But I'm looking into something more of real time, where we can have some sort of things already done for us, where we can easily pop in a multiplayer and at the same time crypto with it. There's no such thing. I was looking at it and I didn't find it. I think what is this? Photon. If anybody knows here about Unity, Photon 2 is the infrastructure I was using for multiplayer. You know, but like, I swear, I think I need my own. I think I need my own, and I'm gonna have to create my own infrastructure for multiplayer, because I just don't. I want to do a game that we can have many people in one battle. If we can achieve like uh I don't know, like at least say, I don't know, 150 versus 150 people, that's like 300 people in one server, I will be happy. I think battles with 150 versus 150 might be good initially. But again, remember, like, a clan can go up to how much? Let me see, because I don't remember. I think it's, we have 30 per guild. We can have 9 guilds in a conglomerate. So that's In a conglomerate, you can have 270 people, and in an alliance, you can have three conglomerates. So that's 810 people basically, right? So you can have up to 810 people in an alliance. Let's say we go into a battle where we have one alliance versus another alliance. That's a total of like 1,600 people. Do we have an infrastructure that can scale up to that? I don't think we do. So I will have to look into that, and I'm gonna have to try and see how we can use Amazon for this, right? Because there's no way crypto is gonna handle multiplayer real time. There's just no way. As of right now, there is no technology in crypto that can really do this. Okay, all of this has to be with just regular servers. The good thing though is that if we're talking about transactions and all of this, this can be outside of the server infrastructure. Sorry again, I'm Johnny, which is very good, right? Because this means that we don't have to use the server as much for this kind of things, right? For transactions, so that means less things that the real-time server will have to do. So I think what real-time servers are gonna focus on is just basically battle. That's it. Battle, battle, battle. This, I think, if we just focus on battle real time, I think we're gonna have really, really good performance. That's what I really do think that will happen. So yeah, I think uh either I use an infrastructure that can scale up to what I want to do that is already made, or I go from scratch, right? So I'm gonna have to see that because I don't want to be doing now 3 years of work just in infrastructure. Like that will be just no, that will be crazy. Okay, but I think if we focus on a module, so that we can get some funding finances going up, I think it's doable, right? If I just, let's say, focus solely on making a battle of 900 people versus 900 people, then I'm set, right? I'm very set, right? Because then after that, it's all about how can I now scale this for multiple battles, right? Um, so this is what the combat module is all about, right? We have to look into all the possibilities that we can do in one single combat module, right? And then that's not it. That's not the end of it though, because I have something else that I looked. What is this? I would say now a couple months ago, I was very invested into this new technology that came out that basically allows the developers to work right off the bat with a rendering mechanism. And what do I mean by rendering? It's like, let's say you're on the map, right? As of right now, I think the biggest Stellar Gate map is like 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, I think. Right, and I'm doing everything based off real life. Okay, it's like I want to do it a one-on-one, as close to a 1-to-1 ratio to real life. So the computer can't sometimes handle it. Okay, because this is a 1-to-1, right? And the map is big. Okay, but I found this technology that basically will allow you to do something different. I think they call it streaming, so that basically you can have really huge maps, or you can have even almost like the entire earth basically on it. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. And I was speaking with the people who own this technology to see if we can expand it to other planets, meaning, for example, Mars, right? What about if we want to put Mars on it? Can we do it? Can we do like a 1-to-1 ratio of the entire planet? That way that you don't need to do a loading system. And they said that it was possible, but that they were not focused on that. That they work with NASA to make a 1-to-1 ratio of Earth. So that's that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. So um I wouldn't dare to do such a technology by myself, because I know for a fact that's just a lot of work. So if we can use something that is already made, that works and that is very good, I'm down to that. That is not a problem, right? The other thing that will be to section that. We will have to section Earth or whatever, or find out a way where you can have real time battles wherever you want, right? So that will be something on multiplayer that we will have to look up to. But like I said, I think we have to go steps by steps, right? All of this is great. We can imagine all the things we can, but if we want to for this to be successful, we have to look into the module first. So I think focusing on combat, if we get that technology where we can stream it and we can do large scale battles, that's great. That is not a problem. uh at least I want to concentrate on the fact that, let's say you choose uh I don't know, a battle that is going on Earth at a specific location. Then you hop on, and you have this entire giant map that you can battle on. But again, it is not performance, like the performance works well. It's like it's not bad for you, right? If we use this technology, I think it's very possible. So yeah, I think that's a technology that I want to visit as soon as I get funding, because the price was very big. It was like minimum, and I'm talking minimum was $3,000. Like that's a lot of money. Okay, like right now Stellargate is running on magic money. Magic money is not $3,000. Okay, for one single thing, and that's the minimum, because they had a pro version which is like, I think it was near 9,000 or something like that. I was like, but guys, you gotta think about like your regular studio developer, like your memer. You gotta think about like the small guys. Like, what are you gonna charge them? And they said that, yeah, those are the prices for now. And I was like, all right, it be what it be. I just gotta get that money so I can invest in that technology and we can have really awesome battles, right? Can you imagine, like, you go to a certain place and like it looks almost like real life, like it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and you can go in your tank and your infantry and artillery, and it's like a 900 versus 900 battle. That's the goal for thinking module, right? We think about just one battle, right? So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But that's the future. That's what I'm looking at. It's a near future. The first thing I have to work on for sure, if we're talking about just gaming wise, it's the tanks, right? We have to make. I know some people were telling me, but you're using assets, this asset flipping. Look, if we were a studio with like a lot of money, hands down, I would like to start from scratch from everything. But I just don't see the point of starting from scratch when we have things that are made, that are tested, that work, right? So we can use those and then add on to that. I don't see a problem with that. The problem that I will have is with 3D assets, right? Because we need to make our own, and we do have some of our own, right? So it's a mixture of our own assets versus assets that are on the marketplace. So again, with more funding, we can do more stuff, blah blah blah, etc. So I want to focus at least on module. If I make the module that is fun and engaging and people play it, that's good. Okay, even though it might be one map, even though we might be using assets, if the logic is good for it, if the crypto works as intended, then we have a good module. So yeah, I think, like I said, as always, making sure infrastructure is good to go is the key to making sure that the game is great. Then we go into testing. We provide rewards for people to do testing, and by this time, all the infrastructure works so well that people can get bounties from helping us with testing. We start to use raw. Raw becomes widely more accepted. It's a good thing, right? So anyways, a lot of good plans, a lot of things in the works. If you just come right now to stream, like I said, I think I'm thinking of Raw launching near the 8th or the 15th of August. Not concrete. Definitely not gonna take more than 2 months. Okay. And the reasons for this is because once we release Raw, we're gonna have to release the other contracts, which is the government and the other lending. Okay, so we have time. We have plenty of time to do all of that and make sure that it works well. I think by that time everything should be working well. We will have to also update SOC because SOC needs to now work with the new contracts, right? We will have to update a lot of stuff, and right after that, we're going to do the liquidity pools, another chains, so we will start at 0.56 cents. So for all of you, my fellow degens, if you're planning to purchase Ra at a low price on a new chain, 0.56 is okay. If you burned any Ra on Phantasma, I will talk with you like literally weeks in advance to make sure that your token is launched where you feel you want it to be launched. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this nice daily update session as always. I need I need my intro phrase and my auto phrase, and I'm still thinking about it. So I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be like stay looking forward still areas. I don't know. It's so corny to say something like that. I'm gonna have to think about a good auto phrase. Like maybe keep on looking to the stars. You know, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow each other again. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. So, anyways, I hope that you enjoy your day. You have a fantastic day. If you're having struggles, remember keep pushing forward. We got this. We're all in it. Whack me, YOLO. Anyways, take care, guys. Peace out.